It's raining, it's pouring, and a little bit of other news here. And this is looking off my balcony in the uptown area of Cebu City. We've got a tropical storm coming through the area. And it is not a typhoon. I know my wife and many other people like to call it a typhoon. It's not a typhoon. We don't have they've got alert level 1 up. I think for a little while it was alert level 2. Has to do with the wind, and I've had my windows open all day long, and nice breeze, but not really windy. There could be areas. I know the seas, they've shut down. I think all of the ferries. There's even I can see down at the pier the very large ferry ship to go, the number two and then go, very large. I've always thought that could probably withstand pretty big waves and storms, but even the last few storms, even though they're not typhoons and not very big storms, they have tied it up in anchor at the pier. So a lot of people sitting at the ferry terminals. I think there are a few flights that have been canceled, and if you're planning on flying, I know somebody commented on some post. Will it be safe to fly in to? I think he said Manila, and yeah, and that was because of the volcano. My own volcano was spewing a little bit of stuff out the other day, and so he was thinking about flying into Cebu or some other place instead. But yeah, life goes on. They've closed the schools for a day or two, I think, and here on a Friday. And I was tempted to go out. I've gone out in other rainstorms and done some videoing, and you don't get nearly as much flooding as you used to. But there have been families in certain areas of the Cebu City metropolitan area, Mandaue City, I think maybe Lapu-Lapu, that few people where there are low-lying areas that tend to flood, and there have been some evacuations. I think I read there were 4 deaths so far. I don't know if they got washed away in water or got close to downed electrical lines that were live or something like that. I don't know the details. Pretty much. I know late yesterday afternoon, I was over by IT Park sitting outside at a coffee shop, and it started raining and blowing real hard for a little bit. But then it kind of let up. But like an hour later, I was going back. I took a hobble. He had a big poncho, and I got underneath that. Long line for taxis, which there usually is during rush hour, and especially if it's raining. And so I got on the back of a hobble and stayed relatively dry, even though it was raining, and rained off and on during the night. And just like this here, mostly it's raining a little bit during the day, but like this here, it kind of slows down. Almost looks like it's going to clear up a little bit, and then it'll start raining pretty hard again, and then the flooding, because there's so much trash, gets plugs up the drainage. That's one of the problems. And we've had very little lightning and thunder. Very, very, very little. Almost none. I did hear a little bit of rumbling way off in the distance. But now our electricity went on and off, on and off, on and off about 4 or 5 times relatively quickly. And then we sat in the dark for a while, and then the generator finally kicked on, and we have some power again. So anyway, I disconnected my refrigerator and computer. These surges can't be good for these things. So anyway, we've got light again and electricity again. I looked out over my balcony, and I don't see any lights in the whole neighborhood area. Off in the distance, in another barangay, another area of the city, I see a few lights on, but our immediate area, I don't see lights on. So, not sure what the issue is. I haven't, the lightning, sometimes lightning and such will blow a transformer. And I've seen that happen. I've seen those pop, get hit in the past. But anyway, we've got electricity again. Hopefully that'll continue on. Hope the storm should pass over us sometime tonight. Should be a little bit better day tomorrow, I think. And there was a shipwreck a week or so ago, and very rare here in the Philippines, but it does happen. Um, I'm not sure if it was overloaded, it was in the high seas, or in a storm, what the deal was. But the Philippine Coast Guard divers reached the wreckage of sunken Trisha Kirsten 3. And waters off of down in Basilan, down in southwest Mindanao area. And I'm not sure, but I suspect around the bottom horn down there, bottom area, that they get some pretty good waves, some pretty good currents down in that area. Not absolutely sure what the happened here. Wreckage was located about 1.8 nautical miles off Balak Island. Divers entered the vessel, received several bodies trapped in the ship's quarters and cabins. Anyway, right now there's 45 fatalities so far. There's still some missing, while survivors remain at 316. And here's from Cebu Digital News. Basiang makes landfall over Bohol, and the blue is signal 1, so the lowest signal level for tropical storms. And you've got Leyte and Samar out here. You've got Mindanao, Surigao area, Bohol, Siquijor, Cebu, Long Island, Negros Island, Panay Island, and even Romblon up here, a little bit of Masbate, Mindoro, a little bit of Mindoro, and a little bit of Palawan over here as it moves towards the west-northwest. And one of my favorite sites, windy.com, and this is a free download on your cell phones, or you can go to their website. I pay for premium, and I get longer forecasts and other number of other perks. But just you can use this all over the world. You can move this around and use it any place in the world, and just amazing amount of information over here, and additional information. Click over here. They've got a hurricane tracker, radar plus satellite, just a bunch of stuff. If you're, say, a snow information, precipitation, if you're a sailor, if you're a flyer, just tons of free information. Anytime somebody puts out this much, I really like to support them. So let's see, let's hit hurricane tracker. I don't think it's Penha. Is this tropical depression? Well, let's see. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. It's not a hurricane, it's not a typhoon, but it is a storm. And this is kind of the track that's taken there. Zoom in there a little bit. It's much more common for these storms to move north and northwest, and a little bit unusual. But and you don't need a typhoon or a hurricane to cause major flooding and damage. And jumping over to Pagasa, the government agency that tracks this, their map is not loading. Maybe too many people checking out the map. Anyway, the Philippine name Basiang, Penha is the international name. But yeah, their map is not loading. So classes suspended, 241 sea trips canceled as tropical storm Basiang approaches, and yeah, all the ferries tied up in port. And the other thing that happens is that the price of fish goes way up if you can find the fish you're looking for, because these fishing boats do not go out during these storms. And sometimes some do, they try, and then they have to be rescued by the Coast Guard. But yeah, when my wife goes to the market, a lot of times the prices go from 200 something pesos per kilogram to over 800 pesos per kilogram, because they're big shortage, and a lot of times you can't even find them at those prices. So that's one of the consequences of these storms as well. I read another article. I think four people, two adults and two children, were killed because of the heavy rain in Cagayan de Oro, the north end of Mindanao Island. Their house apparently was right below a hill, mountainside, and landslide came down and uh, covered them anyway. Sad stories like that. But you know, you really want to be aware when you move into an area. And I know many expats, foreigners, move into the area where they met a girl online or here, and they end up moving to whatever island, whatever area her family, friends live in, and that's a big determining factor for a lot of expats that come here. But and I know, gosh, a vlogger years ago, a British guy, and gosh, he ended up moving into an area that yeah, every time they had a big rain, they had flood. Their whole house would flood. Lots of water in their place, and you're dealing with pests, mosquitoes. You're dealing with mold, all kinds of issues. Cleaning up the mud. So just really be aware when you rent a place, buy a place, move into a place, what your risks are. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Stay safe, safe travels, and we'll see you in the next video.